Many students participate in sports throughout their time at Downers Grove South, but how many actually move on to the next level and become a Division I athlete? Over the past 8 years, about 25 students have moved on to the next highest level to not only continue their academic but also athletic career as a Division I athlete. Though there have been many athletes, they have all been involved in different sports and have continued their athletic career all at different colleges. Here's an inside look at the most recent big names here at Downers Grove South that have announced their next stop to play their sport at a Division I level. Villalobos has had an outstanding career here at DGS for wrestling and has put up potential Hall of Fame stats. Villalobos has been wrestling since the 4th grade and has been on varsity all 4 years here at Villalobos has been competing at a high level for a majority of his life. To continue on to Division I level, he's gone through a tough recruiting process. Here's Villalobos on more information.
I mean, I did a lot of national tournaments, so I could be scouted by some recruiters, and I also sent out some emails to some coaches about a little bit about myself and some of the achievements I've done, and then some film about against me, against some the best in the nation, some kids I beat. They're highly ranked, so that was one thing. Yeah, that was about it. And they contacted me back. Some didn't, but that is what it is. Depends on where they need, what they need from each school. So yeah, and then some schools contacted me, and then yeah.
Captain of the team, all-state wrestler, 3rd in state his junior year, 2nd in state his senior year, Villalobos has finally committed to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville, to continue his wrestling career. Breaking the record for most pins here at DGS, Villalobos definitely has a chance to be a part of the DGS Wrestling Hall of Fame.
My goal is to be an All-American, because right now I'm taking it step by step. First year, and to make that NCAA's. Then as I make that, once I make that, then I'll keep going, adding more and more steps, just little by little.
Committed to Division I college since her sophomore year, Randy McKay has not gone unnoticed on the softball field.
I've been playing softball since I was in 1st grade, so all the way up until this year, and I continue to play in college.
Being considered the #1 pitcher here at DGS, McKay also excels in many other positions on the field, including the outfield.
I got looked at by Bowling Green in Kentucky. I got looked at by Millikan University. I got looked at by Syracuse a little bit, and I also got looked at by Iowa State.
For McKay to get this many schools looking at her, her recruiting process took a lot of hard work and time.
So I began my recruiting process when I was in 8th grade. I continued to kind of expose myself to camps and colleges that were at exposure tournaments that I was at, and I ended up going to showcases that colleges around the Midwest would be at, so that I could kind of get on their radar and get exposed to those schools, so that maybe in the future those were going to be in my options.
At a Division I level, McKay has to perform at a high level. With great talent, she believes all her goals and expectations are in her reach.
Just to continue to learn and grow from other athletes that I continue to play with, and always continue to work hard and set my expectations high so that I can always have a goal to achieve.
Being one of a few here at DGS who have been a varsity athlete since their freshman year, McKay has and still is having an outstanding softball career and will continue that at the University of Wisconsin, Green Bay. Kaylee O'Connor's life has been all about soccer. Since a young age, she has been watching her older brothers play soccer, and that is when she decided to follow their footsteps and start playing soccer too.
I've been playing soccer for 14 years, so since I was 4.
Although O'Connor is still going Division I, she's unlike most athletes mentioned before. As all the athletes before, O'Connor wasn't being scouted through high school. She has a different story to being recruited. She relied on being noticed through her club team, Chicago and Tier. Although she played 1 year at South here her sophomore year, she knew what was best for her future and went back to continue with her club team.
So my club runs through the spring, and I just think my club gives a better level. Not to say that South is bad, but I just feel I get better training and more quality training at club.
Though O'Connor has a different background, the recruiting process remains the same.
I was starting getting recruited and I was a freshman, and then so you just kind of have to like email like a bunch of coaches when you go to like college showcases. So you like go to the tournament and then like you just like try to play your best, and coaches come to see you play.
Playing at a Division I level is a lot of hard work and time, but O'Connor feels that she has prepared herself and is ready to succeed at the next level.
I think it's gonna be a lot harder because like you're gonna be playing like the best of the best, and like I don't know, I think it's gonna be a lot of work.
Junior at Downers Grove South, Holly Lucan has verbally committed to Colgate University in New York. Lucan has been on varsity since her freshman year, and when high school is not in season, she goes right into her travel basketball team with the Illinois Lady Lightning.
I play AAU basketball and I have since like 5th grade probably, so we have a ton of tournaments and practices on the off season of high school basketball.
Here at DGS, Lucan plays a big role on the team, not only because she plays center, but also because she has been contributing a lot of points. For Lucan, the talent doesn't come easy. She puts in a lot of time and dedication.
In season, definitely pushing everyone at school on the team to be better and work their hardest, and then out of season, doing a lot of like strength and conditioning stuff to improve my game.
This year, Lucan has recently accomplished reaching the 1,000-point milestone during her junior year. With already breaking records here at DGS, Lucan has a lot to look forward to in the next 2 years at Colgate University.
Expectations, I think it'll definitely be a lot harder, but I'm excited for it because I think with the coaches and stuff here, everyone trains you really well to be ready for the next level.
For someone who I played Division III softball, and even that step from high school ball to Division III was intense. It almost becomes more of a job versus being just that athlete type of aspect, because you have a lot more like demands of morning practices, afternoon practices, evening practices, games. You work on individuals, you have lifting, you meet with your strength and conditioning coach. So it becomes much more like consuming of your day, versus with high school you have a lot more ability to be distracted by other things. So obviously school, but I would say that playing college ball is definitely a lot more demanding, and the level of play obviously should be increased because you're playing against people who are also spending and investing in as much time too.
Even though playing Division I seems like the dream, many coaches and adults feel that the recruiting process has become too intense and starts at a young age.
It's become more intense, and it's done probably at a much more an earlier age. It's almost become part of like a marketing scheme in a sense, where like you're advertising yourself as a skilled athlete. So I would say that the intensity has increased, the exposure for kids, and when they go to exposure camps, that type of level has increased. So I think it's just been a big change of coming at a younger level.
No matter their opinions, coaches here at DGS do push their athletes to be the best they can be in hopes that they continue their dreams to play at college.
I would say the type of preparation we do is by creating like game-like situations in, preparing game-like situations in practices. The type of high expectations that myself and my coaching staff have for our softball players is something that we know as college athletes that, this is what your college coach is going to be expecting from you. So just to try to set those expectations early on, to work hard to not give excuses, those types of things, that it should also be fun though. And I think that's important too, especially at the high school level.
As school comes to an end and summer is approaching, these student athletes have no time off. They continue to practice and work hard to achieve their goals.